everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2026, Week 15. And what Rachel does is she mass makes faux library pockets with quick tags. I'm going to semi-mass make faux library pockets. I'm going to show you a different way than what Rachel did. But I'm not going to put tags in there because I have so many tags in my, excuse me, unfinished ephemera box. I don't want to make more tags right now. And I want to make these, mass make them. I decorated this one. I want to make them like this, just plain. Neutral, plain, book page or neutral paper. It can be a color, but I don't want to decorate it. And I want to put them in a pile in my ephemera box so when I need them, I can pull one out and then decorate it. But I went ahead and decorated this one because I was having too much fun. But anyways, what Rachel did is she used her straw paper bags. So she used a straw paper bag, and that straw paper is kind of yellowy colored. Kind of like a yellow ochre, but darker. And then she cut the bag in half, and then she had to glue that half because then she had to cut part of it to make the tops. But I thought, I've done them before. Well, actually, straw paper is almost this color. I've done them before with envelopes. So I pulled some out, and I thought we would make them out of envelopes. Now, she mass made hers. I don't know that I can do that, but we're going to see what we can do. So I've got my cutter out, my new cutter that I'm still learning to use. Okay, and my envelope, like these, let me see if they're all the same size. They're all pretty similar in size. And that is about almost 9 inches. So if we did about 4.5, we could get 2 out of each envelope. So if we do, let me pull you down to see if I'm in camera. Yep, we're in. Okay, if we do about 4.5, a little bit shy of 4.5. That'll give us 2. And I did 2 of them here. I've got a blue one and another white one. And this one I've got a coffee dyed and then this kind of straw color. So we've got a coffee dyed one. Okay. So we got a bunch. So the next thing that Rachel did, and I did it a little bit different, is I wanted to go ahead and glue these down. So I glued right where you would normally like lick the envelope, like that, so that it would be closed. And I did that on all of them. You just want to make sure that you don't get glue on the inside. And I'm going to grab a new glue stick, so hold on just a minute. It's called Unprepared for Class. I was like that in school. And I will just fast forward through this till I get them done. them all the flaps glued. You could glue them first and then cut them. That's up to you. But then what Rachel did is she cut the corners off, and I didn't feel real secure in that. So I actually measured mine. So I held my envelope down and I cut at about 1/2 inch. So I made a little mark here and a little mark here. Okay. Then I folded it. I mean, I could have marked the other side as well, but I just cut about like that. And then I kind of, because what Rachel did is she kind of rounded them like that. Okay. And then you fold one down like that. Pretty easy. So we're going to do this again. I'm going to hold it down, mark 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch there. I'm going to fold it in half. You're folding it in half so that both sides are the same, and you're cutting at the same place on both sides. You rounded that and rounded that. And then I'm going to do this side just because this side gets glued down and covered. And that's what I want to do with this here. Okay. So I'll do one more, and then I'll fast forward through this part, or I'll come back when I have them all cut. We cut diagonal on our lines, and then we want to just round it up and round it over. Okay, and this one we're gonna fold down this side. And if you do it that way, by putting them together and doing them at the same time, they are pretty exact. And then when you go to fold this down, it's easy to get it exactly the same distance. So I like that idea. So I'm going to go through and do the rest of these. Okay, so we've got them all trimmed and folded down. And now what we want to do is go ahead, if we're mass making, we want to go ahead and glue this piece down. Okay, so now we have them all the flaps glued down. And now what we're going to do is collage the fronts. Now, you could actually take these and put them in your ephemera box as is and not collage on the front until you decide what journal you're going to use them in. But I thought we would go ahead and at least collage a couple of them. So I'm going to look at I'm going to look over here at my papers. So I have my pile of papers over here. This one I know I printed on the back, so I don't want to use that. Oh, this has to get filed. This, I think I scanned this, but I'm not sure, so I want to make sure I don't use that. These are papers that Kathy sent me. You know, I was wondering if a blue one wouldn't look pretty with this on there. That might be pretty, but I was kind of hoping to stick with something a little more neutral, but I don't know. We may not be able to do that. So that's all I'm doing is looking through here. Oh, I've got some lace. Oh, look at this one would be, oh, these are pretty. Oh, that would be pretty on the coffee dyed, huh? So let's go ahead and do the 2 coffee dyes with this paper. And then we'll figure out the rest. Because I really love it. And we don't need to collage then. But, do you think I can find my tear ruler? No? Oh, there it is. Oh, I have to show you something too. That you will not believe. Okay, so I'm going to just put this right here in the corner. So I'm going to use my pencil and just mark. I want to leave a little bit of the coffee dyed showing there and maybe there. So let's go ahead and cut that. And I'll bet we can get 2 out of this one side. Not sure. Let's see. There. I don't have any idea what size this is, so let's check when we cut it. If I put it there, it's right at, it's just below 3 3/4. Let's see. So 1 below 3 3/4. Right? 3 3/4, 1 below is right on the line. So I'm going to turn this way and try to cut the same thing. So I want 1 below 3 3/4, which would be about like that, I think. That looks about right. If I have to trim it, I can, but that looks pretty close. And then we don't have to collage. Ha ha ha. So let's see if that fits perfect. Let's see this one. And that one fits perfect. So we can actually just glue those on. I love it. So again, like I said, Rachel used straw paper and then she collaged, well, I didn't say this part. She collaged like invoice papers, and they were old, so they were different colors. Like some were like really faded green and pink and blue. So that's what she put on the front of hers. And she collaged them, so there were different ones. And they looked really cool. And then she decorated hers, but I don't want to decorate. But I do want to show you something that's kind of cool. Oh, gotta turn it the other way. Oh, we gotta turn it this way. There we go. Love them. Okay, so I wanted to show you something that was really cool. I'm gonna put these aside real quick. So, the other day, Kirk and I were playing Yahtzee, and which we do often. We play cards or dice or something. And so I print off the Yahtzee sheets off my computer, and we finished we each finished our Yahtzee sheet. And I can get two Yahtzee sheets, so I can get, you know, on a sheet of paper. And we finished them. So I thought, oh my gosh, I bet I could use those. So what I did, can you see? They're Yahtzee sheets. Is I went into my paper color Pentium by LuiseHEINZL, and I used the PNG. I used it twice, but I flipped it. And I printed on our Yahtzee sheets. So what I did was I held it together, and I didn't want to take this off till I was on camera. I held it together with washi tape. And look what we have out of used washi. And look, we could put that on a blue. Look at that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to save one. This one's Kirk's. He was the loser. I was the winner, so I'm going to use I'm going to use mine right here. I just thought that was so cool that I could use that and not just throw these sheets in the garbage. The other cool thing is, while we were playing Yahtzee, I was doodling on mine. So that's on there too. So let's cut this down. Can I see my marks? Oh, I see one mark right there. And then the, oh, I see it. Okay, I see it, I see it. What if, go ahead and cut this the same height, if I can find where my, oh, there it is. Okay. And then we'll cut this way. Where's the mark? There it is. And we'll end up with two of them. And scrap paper. Okay. So I thought we'd put one on here. And it doesn't even have to go right side up. It can go upside down. It can go sideways. However you want it to go. Is that cool or what? So let's glue that on. Ooh, wow. Took a big chunk of that glue. Ooh. Okay. And I'm going to put it sideways just so it's not exactly right side up. Look at that. I can't wait. And then I thought I would put one on a white one. What do you think? I'll put this one right side up because it doesn't have a name on it or anything. So anyways, you know, you can use your scrap Yahtzee pages as papers. So that's what we've got. Look at that. Faux library pockets. So I thought what we would do is take one of each and decorate. And the rest of these, I'm going to put in my ephemera box. So let me see how much time we have. Oh, we're good. We're at about 30 minutes, so we could decorate. So let's look in our drawer. Ooh, she's pretty. I want to kind of keep it neutral, but whew. Oh, look at that. This is a piece that our Kathy sent me. We could use that. I also have leftover pieces from, oh, I kind of like that. Oh, I like that. This is a leftover piece from Digital by Crafty Cat. Amy at Crafty Cat. I think I'm going to use the steeple as part of our decoration. I love that digital. I made a journal like I had never made before with it. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to distress that. And I'm not going to do anything to the back of this until, I'm going to guess that I would glue it down to a page, but I'm not sure. And we don't want to put a thumb notch in it because it's supposed to resemble a library pocket. Okay, I love it. So let's use our glue stick. I'm not sure what I want to put on it yet, but we'll make that happen. I love that. Okay, I'm thinking I might want to dig into LuiseHEINZL's numbers. This is another digital that I purchased that has been wonderful to have. There's so many varieties of things in here. It's just amazing. Oh, there's just a 5. I really like that, 2024. And I'm sure she might have designed this in 2024. I don't know. And that's why it is that way. Because she's got a couple, look. Here's a 21, but it doesn't have blue on it. But you know what? I do have blue that we could add. I like that. Or we could put the 2024 and add something different. No, I think I like this actually. Okay, we're going to put the 21 and then the blue just under it, maybe like this. I like it. And I'm not going to put these away because these are my go-to add-on things. Okay, we want to use our Barely Art because these are both done in cardstock. I might want to use my Vallejo glue. I don't know how you shorten art glitter glue and tacky glue into something that sounds usable. I like Bolello glue better. Although I could call that mixture my studio glue. That might work too. Okay. And I don't want to put this all the way down because I want this to go underneath it. But this is paper. This isn't even cardstock. So let's use the glue stick. How easy is that? Okay. Then let's see if we can slip that under there. Oh, I love it. Okay, so there's one. And this one, I really like this, but I don't like this 13. And I'm not sure I would use the yellow. Let's see what else. We've got these books. That might be good. Or this is from Joey Cardmaker. Oh, I love that. I really love that. I think I'm going to use Joey's. Now I want to put something else on here. Flower or something. And I do have flowers in my... Move your coffee, Tommy, so you don't spill it. I do have flowers in here. A little big. Too big, too big, too big. Oh, here's a small one, but this is really small. If I were to put her in there, although if we put this here, let me see what else we have. I'm kind of thinking that kind of like that, although I might like this better here and this up here. I think I do. Kathy always writes me and says that I was doing the same thing she was thinking I should do. Wait. What do you think of that one, Kathy? No, I think I like this kind of white and then the pink behind it. Okay. Joey says, oh, you picked the one I thought. So now what is she going to say? Ha. Okay. So what we need to do with this is we need to color the white. And you know that I use my alcohol marker. And I'm going to use E51. And all I'm going to do is go around the outside and line this so I don't have to worry about any of the white showing. Because I don't fussy cut, I kiss cut. And I don't have a Cricut. What is it that you can cut out your fussy cuts with? Well, April said she has one. Whatever it is, she's got one. And she just started doing like mixed media journaling stuff, and I don't know how she's got one already. Anyways, I really honestly, as much as I might want to play with one, I do not have the place for it. Okay, so we got that colored. Okay, so I want to put her down. I want to distress around here because she's got some white edges where I cut it off. Okay, let's put her down. We want to put her a little bit off to the right, a little bit over here, right? And then we want this on the bottom right here. So I'm going to, and then this behind it about right there. So with that in mind, I'm going to show you how I cheat. There's the end of this. I'm going to draw part of this right here so I know where to place this. It's my little cheat. So now I know my pencil mark's right there, but I also know that this is going to cover up some of that. Right? So thank you, Rachel, for this mask make. I really like the idea of, I think I want this over here. I really like the idea of having multiple ones here that are not collaged or colored. And we have a couple that have paper on the front, but we haven't designed yet. And then I love this. And Joey, thank you for your digital. This is part of Joey's, this is a free digital. If you go to Joey Cardmaker on Ko-fi, he has a Ko-fi shop. He has an Etsy shop where he sells his digitals, but he oftentimes will offer free digitals, like if he's doing a challenge, or and it's like a little spark of a digital that's going to be in his Etsy shop, so you can print it and try it and see what you think. So go to his Ko-fi shop and subscribe. Go to his Etsy shop and look around. He's a great designer. So anyways, this is my rendition. There we go, of all our library pockets, and these are the two that we decorated. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. Please hit the like button when you go into a creator's video before you start watching the video, so you don't forget to do it at the end. It really means a lot to us. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.